I don't have a specific mantra that I live by. I think, if anything, I live by faith, not by sight. So that just means, trusting the process, trusting that God is preparing things for me and that everything's going to work out exactly how it should.
I think it's time we confront the situation in front of us.
I think I'm always evolving, but at the essence and at the core of my being, definitely someone that's full of love, someone that is full of passion, someone that's very kind-hearted, and yeah, I think those are three things that really describe me well. Passionate, a lover girl, and full of life.
I am not responsible for the misery.
So I met Elaine via Instagram. She DM'd me in matric, late December, just to ask about my braids. And then we just started talking on Instagram. We were quite pen pals for 6 months until I actually met her in first year, in June. So I think I've known her for about 6 years now. She's just very, she was an extrovert, I feel. And when I met her, it was a setting of she introduced me to her other friends. So it was a very a bubbly situation. So I think first impression was this girl is cool and she's funny. My favorite thing about E is her heart. She's a really down to earth person. She's very humble as well. So she's really calm. She connects with a lot of people. So I think that's to do with her heart and just kind of an open person. So I think that's my favorite thing about her.
I think I had a really, really special childhood because I was able to be exposed to the things that I really loved, like music. I started singing when I was 6 years old. So I was constantly in choirs and school plays and school shows. And I was also a very active child. I was doing extramural activities every day of the week. And yeah, looking back now, I can say it was a full life. It was bliss, really. My culture reflected my music in multiple ways. Because I'm South African, I feel I'm exposed to so much diversity and so many different cultures. So I incorporate that a lot in my music. Also coming from Pretoria, I feel it's the hub of creativity, the hub of music. We're constantly, breaking barriers, coming up with sounds, coming up with trends, coming up with our own languages as well. So that translates a lot in my music because it just gives me the freedom and it gives me the confidence to always try something new, to constantly try and be better and just explore as much as I can. So I think that just comes from where I'm from and the cultures and how diverse it is and how it's constantly moving and changing.
Working with Elaine is quite an experience. She definitely always knows what she wants. From the moment I met her, really, she knew exactly what she was going for. She knew exactly where she wanted to be. So there's no time wasting when you're working with her. She's very focused and very determined to get whatever she wants out of a record. And so it's a very serious process. Not serious in a very serious way, but serious in a yo, we gotta get the song done, So yeah, it's a very serious but fun process because the music is it speaks for itself.
A common misconception about me must be that I only make R&B music. Yeah, I feel people get very shocked when they hear me make something that's even this far away from R&B music, which is it says a lot about, the way that people consume music and the way that people receive artists. I feel sometimes when a fan is introduced to an artist or when they're starting to get to know them, they fall deeply in love with the person they knew at the time. And when that person starts to evolve and grow and try different things, I don't know if it's fear or if it's, projection, or if it's sort of holding on to the person that they were, but that's what I found is a big misconception that I only should make R&B.
Yes, I would say that Elaine has changed after the fame because she definitely, has grown into, the superstar that she is now. So I would say she's definitely changed.
I think she's changed, obviously, but not for the worse, like for the better. Like I feel like she's learning a lot, and she uses what she's learned in a good way, you know? She's still the same person that I met 6 years ago, so yeah, it's kind of dope that she's growing via fame, but like hasn't changed her in any type of way.
Let go, just be